Peace. So I'm gonna be brief, and discuss this particular thing that's been on my mind. We know and understand that there's only two things that life consists of, um, and that's truth and falsehood, and how it applies to life itself, and how it applies to how it applies to the individual on an individual basis. See, the thing with the lie and the truth is that they're very closely intertwined. See, and if you're not careful, you can allow a lie to become a truth. Because if you buy into that lie and accept that lie and rationalize that lie, it can become a truth to you, even though it's a blatant lie. Why do I say that? Because see, a lie is nothing more than truth in reverse. So there's a semblance of truth there, yet in the outcome, it's a lie. See, in order to create a lie, you need a semblance of truth. In order to create a lie, to construct a lie, you'll need truth. What happens is that many of us don't know the difference between truth and falsehood. So it is easy for others to come amongst us and construct lies and put truth on them. You know the old saying, how does it go? Just because, Just because you put kittens in an oven, don't make them biscuits, or something of that nature. It's the same type of thing. Just because you put a twist on fiction, it doesn't make it necessarily the truth. And these are the things that we are witnessing amongst our own people, especially in the form of groups, organizations, and things of that nature. And what happens is those people who are earnestly trying to find their way or waking up due to knowledge of self and their awakening, you have people who are actually putting them back to sleep with falsehoods intentionally in order to control them. You see what I'm saying? This is why it is so important. I have made many videos in regards to the science of research and why research is so important, why you should be able to master the tools of research so that you will not be put into a situation where you can't distinguish truth from falsehood. You understand what I mean? And what happens is if you can't distinguish truth from falsehood, then someone, will distinguish it for you. And this is where being duped and misled comes in. See, some of us are intentionally misled and are fine with the intentional misleading because we don't really want to do the research. We don't really want to do the studies. We just want to be a part of something so much that it doesn't matter what I do to be a part of it. The fact of the matter is that a lie produces more lies. In order to keep a lie going, you have to continuously produce more lies. And we see this a lot amongst different amongst not just organizations, but amongst family members, friends, people, daily conversation. This thing is apparent. Lies have always existed and liars have always existed. And the thing is that I'm just beginning to see a lot more liars inside of movements. You understand what I'm saying? Because the lie increases the movement for some people. If I can tell you what you want to hear, I can probably pull you in. But the reality is what I'm telling you, that what you want to hear ain't the truth. Nobody wants the truth. We want to hear those things that are conducive for us, those things that make us comfortable. But nobody really wants to hear or acknowledge what truth is because, again, truth makes one accountable and responsible for that truth. We don't want that. So, with that being stated, we have to challenge the liars because they're all around us. You understand what I mean? And for those who go through this on a daily basis in other realms of things, for instance, the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Nation of Islam, the Black Panther Party, the RBG, you understand what I mean? The Masons, whatever. The fact of the matter is that somebody is lying all the time. And you have to be able to distinguish between the lie and the truth. That's all. And when we can do that, you'll find that your life will be a lot easier because we're constantly being lied to. You're being lied to daily through television, through social media, through your lack of research and so on and so forth, and somebody else give you information and you just take it and you run with it. That's control. That is the ultimate measure of control, because I become, in a sense, an information piece to you. You can't move throughout life without come checking on me because I'm feeding you. That's not the reality. I don't feed people. I guide them so that they can feed themselves spiritually. That's not what I do. Everything that I've ever done on this level has been based on truth. I don't lie to people. There's no benefit in for me to lie. No, don't get it twisted. I said it before. Growing up, you have life experiences. Of course, growing up, I've done things. I've lied, I've fought, I've done all types of stuff growing up. But I'm grown now. And there's a different manifest when you're living in this particular paradigm. You understand what I mean? So I want y'all to know that you have to check for the lies and the liars, because the lies and the liars will distract you from getting to that truth. And the ultimate truth actually is within. It's not outside of you. So when others are having you seek in things outside of you to look for the answers, then you know that you are being misled. That you are being misled on purpose. Or possibly you might not even be misled. The person who's sharing information with you may have been misled by their leadership or by the people who taught them, their enlighteners or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you must make way for fact and not allow opinion or lies to dictate. So when somebody gives you information and it doesn't sit well on you, challenge it and ask them where it comes from and go back and do the research and try to make things link up. And if they can't link up and you find the very opposite of what you were taught, then you go back to that person where that information came from and you put them on. You correct their error. And if they don't allow you to correct their error and they throw cognitive dissonance into the picture, guess what that means? That means that it was all intentional and that you need to get out of that situation and bounce, because there's no truth there. And this is what we're finding. Many people are out of law and they're lying about it. But it's all going to come to pass. You see what I mean? It's all going to come to pass. The prophet said it. You know what I mean? He said it. It's going to come to pass, and we're witnessing it come to pass, man. We're witnessing it come to pass. You know what I'm saying? Some people are doomed for what they've done and for what they continue to do and for what they continue to acknowledge as truth, but is actually a lie, and continuing to acknowledge a lie for 40 or 50 years. There's a consequence for that. So with that being stated, understand the difference between truth and falsehood, between a lie and the truth, because you're witnessing it daily and you may be a victim of a lie. So with that being stated, know the difference. Remember, just know the difference. Peace.